So you find yourself preparing for a big game, and all you can think about is how nervous you are and a mix of excitement for the big moment. Are you going to fail? Are you going to succeed? How are you going to beat this team in such an important match? Today, I'm going to give you tips on how to calm your nerves and get over them so that you can become a champion in this game and become the best player you possibly can. Before we get into that, guys, I do have to give you a message from the sponsor of today's video, so stay tight. Thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Skins Monkey. They are one of the greatest and easiest to use CS2 trading sites out there. You can swap out the skins you do not like for brand new ones that are so much more fresh. Even skins that are trade locked can be secured by adding them to your backpack. The greatest thing about the site is that you can buy skins for so much cheaper with a 35% deposit bonus when you use my code COJO. Make sure to check out the freebie section where you can get a free skin just by completing tasks. On top of the bonuses, you also get a $5 bonus when clicking the link in the description. Alright guys, so the first thing that I want you to understand about the nerves and the emotions that you're feeling is that they are completely valid and you can actually use them to your advantage. So being nervous, feeling the butterflies, feeling hyped up does not have to be a bad thing. Sometimes we think they are really bad stuff because we can get too nervous and start messing up and making mistakes and start overthinking. And of course, these are very bad things that can happen. But at the end of the day, nerves are not bad. Nerves mean that you care about the game and that it means a lot to you and that it's important, right? This is something that we should be able to hone in and use to our advantage. When you have nerves, here's what's going to happen. Your reaction time is going to be extremely sharp, right? I get that you might be sweating and, nervous and scared, but your reaction time is going to be so hyper, so quick, right? You're going to be communicating a lot more. You're going to be talking, you're going to be saying all these things, which is going to help you communicate more, give your teammates an understanding what's going on. So make sure you hone in on that and use that to your advantage, because at the end of the day, if we look at the other end of things, when you don't care, you're dead, you don't speak as much, you don't care, you're not as emotionally attached. When you've got these nerves, you are extremely emotionally attached. And the best part about having these nerves is when you let them hype you up. When you let your nerves hype you up, it means so much. And when your teammates clutch up or something big happens, it means you can give that positive reinforcement and that emotion to your teammates, right? So let's look at the negative side of things though, right? Because sometimes nerves really can make us perform bad. And I want to give you kind of some real tangible advice and tips that you can use to get over these nerves, right? But they're never going to go away. Nerves are going to be with you from when you're in open. And at least as far as my experience that goes, like I even have felt them, at ECL at times. And it's all about finding your comfort, right? So the first thing I want you to realize is nerves are not something that is necessarily your enemy. They can be your friend, but also understand that as you climb and play more and more matches, these nerves are going to go away. So if you're brand new to playing on a team CS, you're in open, of course your nerves are going to get you, and you're going to be looking all over the place, you're going to be scared, you're going to be flicking, you're going to do all these things. But say you play 50 open matches. On your 51st open match, are you going to feel as nervous, as scared? You might still be excited, you might still have these feelings inside of you, but at the end of the day, they're not going to affect you as much, right? So understand that these nerves will go away. One thing that I love to do is find a routine, find a way that you can help use these nerves and make sure that you are, prepared for the game, because that's the difference too. At the end of the day, if you can be prepared and show up to the game as locked in and as focused as you can, it's not going to really impact you as negatively with the nerves that you're facing. You're going to get, impacted very badly when you show up to a game underprepared, not knowing what's going on, and just, putting yourself as the underdog for no reason, right? You don't need any more reasons to be the underdog than you already are, right? So at the end of the day, show up prepared, do your DM, do your demo review, talk to your teammates before the game, and have a solid game plan going in. That's going to allow you to get the rounds going. Now, the second tip is celebrate every single round that you are winning, right? I don't care if you win pistol round or you win the 7th round of the game, you're down 0-7, you win. Use this to help snowball the game. I found that when I have a lot of nerves, I'm a little nervous, I'm feeling, nervous for the game, that first round that we win literally makes the nerves go away so much. It's like a release of everything I'm feeling, right? So if we win pissed round, it's huge because now those nerves get turned into confidence, because you're like, dude, these people are beatable. Which brings me into another point. Feel nerves, but to understand that the people you are playing are human. There is nobody that you're going to be playing against that isn't human. So at the end of the day, understand that they're going to be feeling, similar things to you. Say you're playing in a grand final at LAN, right? you know, it might not mean as much to the team you're playing. Maybe they've been here before, they've done it, but they're gonna have nerves. They're gonna be scared. They're gonna be, you know, feeling these things that you are as well. So at the end of the day, understand you're not playing robots. You're playing people too, and you can take advantage of their moments of weakness. They're gonna make mistakes. They're not gonna be perfect too. So, you know, have that going in. One thing I found that helps me out a lot during my warm up and stuff is listening to music to get me in the zone, making me feel good, getting me hyped up for the game. Like I said, I found that talking to my teammates helps out a lot. You know, make sure you got your nades down, guys. If you're throwing nades in the game, one of the worst things that can happen is you start missing nades. Like, you know, you start throwing things and it bounces and lands somewhere else. And literally, when you start doing this, it signals to the other team that you're weak, that you're nervous, you're feeling the pressure, and they can really hone in on these weaknesses and make your life so difficult. That's when they can kind of disrespect you and do these things. So the best thing you can do for yourself is make sure you're not missing nades. Get everything down, right? The stuff that you know you're gonna throw, make sure you're throwing it before the game. The defaults you're gonna run, make sure you understand your role in this. When you have to be scared and ask your teammates what's going on, nobody knows what's going on, you're gonna fall apart, and it's gonna be really hard for your team to get locked in and, you know, secure the victory. So at the end of the day, these are some of the things that you can do to improve your chances to win these games. It's how you get over the nerves, you feel better. If you have any questions, I would recommend subscribing to my channel. I post lots of good insight, lots of tips and tricks that you don't want to miss out on. Or watch me live on twitch.tv/coachmocs. I'm live many days. You can ask me live. You can, you know, help work through some of the issues you might be facing and, you know, get some real advice from me and other people in the chat. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I appreciate every single one of you. Keep working hard, keep grinding, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.